I'm gonna have to ban you now. Okay, we are a little, I guess the term is understaffed at the moment. We are doing this earlier. It was a little impromptu. But I got the message just in time, so they know. Death said he's gonna be a little late. Phustus also late. His case is a little more vague. I don't know, we'll see. If they show up, they show up.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I will be taking the Voices of Soda.
You'll take Soda? Alright,
Yeah, I'll take it.
Do you want to do Akane then, Baron?
Sure.
Okay, I think that those are... I'll do Monokuma. I'll do Monokuma.
And then I guess I'll take Monami. No need to strain your voice badly like that.
I mean, I wanted to try Monokuma for a while, but I may as well just give it a go while I can.
Yeah.
Sorry, Peter.
And if you...
Never mind, Fuss is the tier. Alright. There goes my hopes and dreams.
Yep, and... yep. Anyways.
This is... It's an oil lighter.
Hopes and dreams for what?
What?
Hopes and dreams.
Oh shit! No, everyone. Okay, you guys said you'd be super late.
Ooh. I didn't say I'd be super late. I said I might be late.
You guys said you'd be super late.
Oh, should I be later?
No.
I could leave.
No, stay. Stay.
I could go.
Stay.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
I could go play some Fallout for a bit.
Stay right here, right where you are.
Are you sure I could just, you know,
Stay.
like go get some like popcorn, maybe like.
Yeah.
Hey, popcorn's my shit. You like, motherfucker.
Okay. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter! Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means?
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this wardrobe on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but...
Oh, I mean, a wardrobe is just a smaller warehouse, after all.
I was about to say, so if this is a wardrobe, where's the wizard and the witch? And
yeah,
the
I was gonna say, where's the witch and where's the lion?
Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably...
My god.
Pokeball, go!
No, Pokemon, why are you falling into the lake? Stop! No!
I choose you, water!
Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange.
Yeah, other than the fact that just... Yeah, that's rather weird.
Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
Oh, shit. No response? He's dead, Jim!
Damn it.
Just kidding, I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
You're a stuffed animal too.
Don't put oversized garbage there! It's so misleading!
What the heck?
What? Are you calling yourselves oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks?
Where's my glasses?
Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
Nothing to do with that.
Huh?
You're so
Oh, fuck.
evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy for Monokuma.
Looks like those annoyances are gone.
I'd rather not have the world run by either of them.
If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did it? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood?
I'll be examining this.
I have no idea how this connects to the incident.
But could this be the most important thing in the entire case?
Like the conference room.
I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. A lot.
I feel like, I was about to say, I feel like if Monokuma ran the world, we would have a twisted metal competition twice a year.
The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
But by the way, it seems the wounds in his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand,
it cannot be.
and then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they couldn't have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why do they need to use the spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be the result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was close to the blaze?
Interesting.
He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Well, horror look on his face, and the blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I'll be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey! What are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine.
Whoa.
You're gonna get cursed.
blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case... Man...
It's no use. She's not listening.
Maybe if you'd said something important, I would. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that?
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get stuck into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about?
I'll get, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it.
After all, we wouldn't want the dead to speak now, would we?
Especially this one.
There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this looks like it would be a slice. That's probably the reason that wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Man, Nagito got rough.
Yeah.
As he should.
Somebody really fucked him up.
There's something strange here.
Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood would reach when it's splattered.
Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but...
Huh? Is there something else that's strange?
When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand...
Well,
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint on each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See? It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure. You win.
What do you win?
Man, Chiaki's coming in clutch.
But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this?
Well, I was about to say, Nagito didn't wear any rings, because that looks like... Because you usually would only see something like that if, like, someone tried to, like, forcibly remove a ring off somebody's finger.
I guess.
Yeah.
We're just holding something.
A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
what's this?
What's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? The cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear gun gear, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there.
You're a bear.
You're a
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell!
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nozumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. I don't want to investigate his feet.
No, we have to. We have to
Show
look at his feet.
show feet, show feet.
Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him.
Who out of all of us would have a grudge on him? Literally fucking everybody.
I don't. Who would have possibly had a motive to fight Nagito?
Or they might have been torturing him.
Torture?
I mean, if they just want to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right?
Well,
If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing.
Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Or how to disable the bombs?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer would have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dog impulse like that.
But even if they held a grudge against him, wouldn't they really have gone this far?
yeah.
Yes.
I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a crazy looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Oh, hi, Akane. I didn't see you there.
I'm not freaking out about it like Richie, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? Hey.
Death.
Like,
No,
like,
can't happen.
That's obviously wrong.
That's Ron's school trip is gonna end right. We can finally go back home.
Carefree till the end.
Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey!
What do you mean something?
Shut up!
Make us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown.
Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
Yeah, I know.
You.
Then don't bring up strange stuff like that.
It mattered for Gundam's killing it. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What doesn't matter?
This time, looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at the time?
What were we doing? Well, right now it's...
So it also has a clock function.
Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill!
All of these deaths have been fresh kills. How is this new to you?
Yes, the Konami.
Fresh
I'm gonna kill him.
seems like a bad way to describe it.
Observation.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup.
Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's the problem.
So the killer was all of us.
She looks like she's in deep thought when staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There. Can you see that red streak?
Huh?
I know it's pink.
You're colorblind, Yoki, it's okay.
I'm sorry, Chiaki, I'm colorblind. You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
perhaps.
Is that blood?
Blood. The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus,
Does
it's
it
in a
look
straight
like
line.
blood?
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this.
You know, I miss Nagito already. He used to do about half of this. I've got to do everything now.
I could be sleeping.
Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. I guess Soda and Sonia's opinions don't matter.
They don't matter.
The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. So I guess I'm done here.
I guess.
What the fuck? There's still more
No.
of this what?
You're further back.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
curtain was blocking the back of the warehouse the first time you came here.
Okay. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers
Oh, no.
completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much.
Red, violets, or blue? It's so much fun when I'm killing you!
There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... They should have been neatly put away.
They were set up for a domino effect.
My god.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess?
Huh?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So, maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is...
That's why it's locked, maybe.
That's why it's locked, baby.
Closes
no.
our roof. I can't read. Roses are blue,
God,
violets
use
are
more
red. I'll make you
force.
wish that that guy was dead.
You got this, Akane.
Could it be?
Could it be... Oh,
Was-
sorry, wrong line.
Just get out of my head.
Well,
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So,
Interesting.
Isn't this clearly strange?
Strange. That means something out of place or abnormal. It's starting to make sense now. I finally
also means
understand
you
what the
should
term
remember it.
strange means. We can speculate this once. We can speculate this was done intentionally.
What? Strange.
Life is strange. I've never played those games though.
Fun.
This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. Oh.
I don't know if this is supposed to be Hajime. Oh my god. This game has had this problem a
That
couple
was
times
very
already.
confusing.
Remember last week when
Yeah. It happened last
Hajime
week
was reading
too.
Nagito's lines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, you take mine. Yeah, it's fine.
You know, that music was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
I
god.
guess, alright, are we just gonna swap now?
I guess so.
Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why is the killer playing music from this?
What happened?
What
Dude,
did
oh my god. Is it the localization, or did someone just
truthful.
forget to put a text box somewhere?
I don't know.
Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we may not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out that, but you didn't do jack shit.
hey.
That was
But
all
there
the
was a
sprinkler
bunch of
system.
smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Oh my, Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy.
She's a teenager?
Makuma.
You were
I think
thinking
you'd
that.
take a seat. Have a seat, Makuma.
You were thinking that.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
Shit. He knows I'm trying to get in her pants.
You're screwing with me.
Oh my, screwing, how lewd.
Well, Sonia certainly wasn't.
The game's making commentary for us. Please don't look at such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second.
Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Which
The
is why I'm
second's all
talking to you again.
needed. Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know?
Good talk.
Yeah, great talk. Well, think about the countdown, and what Monokuma may have just said, then like land him on the sea with that Chris Hansen fellow. And we live through the class trial.
Good talk. Looks like Sony is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? Why did you know the bombs were fake? That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my.
Oh my.
It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch! What? Sonia?
I am sorry.
I'm terribly
That's
sorry.
some English
I was
if I've
panicking.
ever seen it.
I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean, when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is.
As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached the conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base... No, were from the military base. Which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
She's a saboteur.
However,
Monami, I see you.
the bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell.
So that's
Good
why you're
one.
the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is, his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it.
Accident.
Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. Yeah, I'm sorry, Akane, your opinion also doesn't matter. I was able to find some clues, but
That's okay.
there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well?
No shit.
You might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides this crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
Okay.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Oh, it's like there won't be anyone to go to the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place?
There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, There's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around.
Choose. Click, clack, click, clack.
So I guess I can just do whatever I want.
To investigate.
Gotta find things.
There's the truck.
Is there anything strange about the truck?
Apparently the bombs that
None.
were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. That's an enormous machine, but it stopped for now. It looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Oh, hi, Sonia. That reminds me.
That high Sonya.
Sonia jump scare. When we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop, at the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
Is the password hope?
Imagine. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Okay, I'll talk to Sonia.
My,
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, when I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
well,
The bomb that went off at the lobby might be one set up here. Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip apart these right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Easy as pie.
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds delicious. Stop!
Nothing but
There's
gravy.
no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is soft white cotton.
I see.
You're right.
However,
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
Wonder. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
I mean... They can be, yes, Baron.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fake.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I'm relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't
Good-
from the
good
military
going,
base or this
Makuma.
factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say so. You have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside of one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That
He
is.
already did.
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
God damn it, Sonya.
Yeah, we already saw the bomb inside of him.
The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtained the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue. Not even trash.
I can't believe we just gave Makuma ideas.
You done fucked up, Sonia.
You don't fuck up
Freaking Phustus is just losing it right now. He's like, are you serious?
So, you done fucked up here on.
Military base. That's that dreadful helicopter. The one that executed Teru Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident.
We get a flashback to that real quick.
Best flashback in the game.
If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself.
Whoa. Yeah, that tank does have an actual cannon, it's just a t-shirt cannon.
I was gonna say it's like that one airfield.
That's where he fires some
in-
plushies.
It's like that one airfield that had all these blow-up tanks. And people thought it was real.
Yeah.
A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa! Found it!
What did you find?
That truck bar, there's guns in, but I also found stuff like...
A survival
It's
knife? Wait, that's...
Yes!
A combat knife.
Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe. Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once.
I wonder who. That's...
Who was it?
Everyone, though.
Nah, not me. This is the first time I've been here, so you can rule me out.
That sounds fishy. Does this other truck have anything important? When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth. Yeah, we just saw that! But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. Oh my god! Yes! I know! Stop
That
with the
face.
flashbacks!
Can't remember all these moments.
He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions.
Case 5, the clip show.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all the messed up stuff is happening. Doing guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these.
It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. That's it? That's all I get here? A waste of my time? A waste of my time.
Yes.
You got to see the cool, like, photographic images of the hangars again.
Images.
What now? Nagito's room. Was there another point of it? Oh, duh, the castle.
The castle, yeah.
The
Yes,
castle.
Nazumi.
The castle.
Which
Roger.
is Rat, I think.
Roderick Castle.
Costello. Yes. Into the totally not Disney land capsule.
No, not at all.
It's the password to enter the ancient ruin, but the most important part is erased. Nagito was the only one who found out the password written here, and he apparently went inside, but now that he's dead, are we unable to get the password?
Guess so.
No, we should deal with that later. Right now, investigating the case comes first. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whipcord see move-like coolers attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it, the killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gun. Huh? Monokuma totally came out with a lame name like that.
But
Oh, we sure did.
why did the killer use the spear and a knife? Isn't the spear of Gungar like an actual like legend or something?
well,
Yeah, I
yes.
think it's related to Odin or something.
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I know
believe
there's a
that's right.
weapon.
Yes.
There's a spear weapon called Gungnir in Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow.
It's
Yeah.
Odin's personal weapon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's Odin's spear.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. They could have just killed him with the knife, but it just would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this sort of cool thing would be any easy to use.
Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. Because it's strange, and I only just learned what that word was. As if Nagito was trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find out some kind of clue. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, me.
Come on, Theo.
What
here you
could
go.
we
You got
even find there that would shed light on the case?
That's what I'm going to find out, but you already know, mister, I've played this game before.
I was about to say, come on, Theo. Here you go. We got a place to break into.
Just talking about it. I've never played this game in my life.
You know,
We were
Hajime,
past it, yeah.
all this could have been avoided if you came into my cabin before.
Oh god. He's kinda right.
How's our virtual pet doing?
It's dead. Just like Nagito. And your dreams.
Okay, alright, we're good. We just need to
I,
walk 200 steps.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Hi, Yucky. Hello, Monaco.
Hajime.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my! You wanna go inside Nagito's room
What are you
too?
gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do
Boy,
that.
the crowd.
Then do it! It's sweet because it's made of black bean paste.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine.
Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then.
Now then.
Loose.
What?
Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door! You can freely investigate now!
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Good question.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now if the door's open.
Yeah, you're right.
Just pictures of Hajime.
Oh, that's...
So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even
We
know
should
if he
check
truly
under
believed
the
that.
bed.
I'll do that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might lead... That! The clue to that might be hidden here as well. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but
Hey, hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
yeah, like porn.
Ha.
Well, we should still check just in case.
Now we really want to check under the bed.
With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... Huh? There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside.
Drugs.
What's this?
Oh,
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for?
I think he may have been Breaking Bad, Hajime.
What was he cooking?
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found that supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminium?
That's just ordinary aluminum. A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? Similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Who knows?
It might be too soon to decide that.
Well, I owe Fuyuhiko $20. He was betting that there were pictures of you in the nude down there.
Oh, I see you.
oh. Speaking of,
Got me in the shower.
Shit, there's a lot. The basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches my eye.
What's he got in the fridge?
There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside.
Really?
The only
Really?
the only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stopped very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Maybe you should try looking at it, Hajime.
Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me.
oh my-
Protein powder,
Can you-
maybe?
Can you fucking read?
I took
For poisoning uses only.
I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's poison.
poison!
It looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Shit, I was gonna drink that. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning. What is wrong with me today? Water. There. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison! Free with every McDonald's Happy Meal! This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
So Gremlin rules.
This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too.
Apply to the bomb?
See?
No, don't apply the poison to the bomb. What's with you today, Hajime?
I just want to
Yeah,
experiment,
you've already
Chiaki.
blown them
I'm in my
There should be a
scientist
reason.
phase.
Should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. He must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere in his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See?
Get those gears turning, Hajime. It looks like the bottle's less than half empty.
Really? It looks half full to me.
Was it like this from the beginning?
Jeez.
Or did Nagito use it? Huh? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
God damn it, Chiaki. I can't see with all this foreshadowing. Another trap?
Perhaps.
You know, I can kind of see how Nagito got frustrated with you. Anyway, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died.
Hey, well, at least I'm getting on good terms with Sonia. God damn.
Damn.
If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone
Damn.
on the island. What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you
No, I
still
think he
trying to
wants to
make us
make us
suffer
dead.
even after you've died?
Monokuma's special poison. A special poison made by Monokuma.
There's a lot of books arranged
Doing
here.
histories.
Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. That's a little different from yeah, you're right. Good job, Hajime.
Yeah.
Alright.
But what else could we possibly invest? Alright, we all know.
Yeah. A fancy looking. Of course, I had to save this one for last. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Is Nagito a Sailor Moon fan?
Too much pink energy could be dangerous.
Perhaps.
A treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to
Good
find out,
question.
it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous, like radioactive dangerous.
It might be, but this is some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place.
I've got right away.
I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Oh. Should I do this in Monami's, or do you want to do this, Phustus?
That's up to you, dude.
I could try.
I,
Do you want me
I think Phustus should do it.
You want me to do it?
Go ahead. If you
Yeah.
want to do it, go ahead.
Okay.
Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Binocular is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
No, that's not accurate. You see, on the book, it says Byakuya became the leader, not Byakuya is the leader. God damn, this game's translation sucks.
I like that it just calls him cool in like the little image.
So cool. Bad guy.
What is this, a diary?
Looks like it. Did Monami write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped at entry titled Day 16.
We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, stop! Don't look at the notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook.
Unfortunately, we were a little too late.
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito is the thief. But destroy who has betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right?
The diary? Yeah, it seems that way.
Are you so nervous about this?
I'm not. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey, you're a liar!
You always saw up out of nowhere.
Monami, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands.
Oh my god!
See, bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too. Just a thumb.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey, hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister.
It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
That, you know what, how should I put this? Okay, bye, excuse me.
Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again!
Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her.
Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Like... What did I not investigate yet?
Like-
Also, my dog wants out. Hold up. Go!
There is the window, but I don't think that'd be anything.
You already clicked the window.
Yeah. We have more important things to investigate. Like his underwear drawer.
Yeah.
Did I do everything I could? Oh, shower room.
Wait, not
I
the
didn't do
shower
that
room.
I
one.
think we did, yeah.
I thought that was like the exit. Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. It looks like there aren't any clues here.
Wow,
Good.
good fucking job, dude.
Good.
How insightful.
Good job. Good job.
Good look around.
Does the surveillance monitor and cameras count?
No.
I don't
Hi,
think
it's
there's
me,
anything like
Monokuma.
yet.
And I'm here to talk to you about donating money to me.
What do you mean there's still
Maybe.
more?
Maybe now
Window.
try the bookshelf.
I was about to say, I'm Monica.
Can we
Today
talk
I'm
to
here to talk to you
Chiaki?
about-
The genres and
Or,
types of items
yeah.
are also random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Oh, so it's just like my video game collection.
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
Well, you're the closest thing he had to a loved one, so it's your duty, right? It's better if a boy goes to another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff.
But I never
there.
loved him to begin with. You know how this whole thing went down. It was Gundam first.
Well, one-sided relationships are still relationships, right?
No. There's no
Completely-
communication with the other contact.
Completely forgot about Byakuya now.
Oh, right.
So-
I forgot about Byakuya.
We forgot
Wow,
about
Hajime.
so
It's
easily.
been so long. I've just been so obsessed with the fucking love triangle between Gundam, Sonya, and Hajime.
Completely forgot about your
I know.
first
Completely
boyfriend.
forgot that Gundam was our rebound boy. They became our rebound man.
I'll leave this shelf to you, lover boy.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of there were still... There?
There were still a bunch of random
They were
books
still a
and
book run?
items.
Oh my god.
They were.
There's no way there are any clues here. Huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
right, he did have a book.
Oh, the flashbacks just keep piling up.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
don't just contain our information.
Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file and I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. There's that word again. Man, my vocabulary is expanding. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? Thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya. And everyone who died. The pages of information about them, too. The file contained information of all 16 of us. Only my information. My ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie, too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, reserve course student. There was no denying it. It was confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Ah! Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just
Everyone.
basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow, this is a big-ass book.
The
Two
profile
people
is
can
really
hold it.
in here.
Holy fuck.
Unfortunately, there There doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Cool artwork
Huh?
of Hajime.
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Oh, dang.
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor.
no, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist.
Notice that the word that is highlighted too.
Yup.
You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What does this mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? Sus.
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity.
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
It was the real one.
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him.
So you're saying the real Byakuya is alive? Where's Cookie? Get fucked, Cookie!
Can we just stop and acknowledge that Baron totally nailed this super hard, like, immediately?
It was just too weird.
Yeah.
You did call it out very quickly.
Just
The
as
ultimate-
thinking back, he's like, oh, shiver just ran down my spine. What if, though? He's like, this entire time, he's like, oh, it's such a tinfoil hat theory, but what if?
What if?
What does it mean?
The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown.
And why did you use the he pronoun?
Because that's what he went by as a dude. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. So, I'm not jealous of that at all.
I do want to point out his impersonation was of like an overweight Byakuya, and we
Yeah.
still completely bought it. That's how good he is.
You don't know how much time has passed. You never know.
Yeah.
Still, that was an impressive impersonation.
Oh yeah.
Like
that
a
person.
sinker.
Wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Who was I flirting on that whole time?
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time.
But still,
I can't believe it. Bianca was sus, but it was Teru who vented.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
oh,
I'm not sorry. Because that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. At the moment you attain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not.
Sorry.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway. I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Bianca is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at the time?
This trusting ours has been a living hell.
That was a relevant flashback, I guess. Anyways, based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know from who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
could it be?
So, it's just as I thought. You were the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Then, we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
I got the achievement halfway there.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue!
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait!
Excuse me for a moment.
That chime just now!
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is.
Time is a good
your
answer.
Bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin
Oh,
the
no.
last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. You're so observant, Hajime. You need a cookie.
What do you think?
Oh, damn.
Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still,
But I can't imagine that it's the real end.
Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His
Oh, shit.
real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts since we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still.
Can't you?
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone. As long as everyone cooperates and works together.
I'll be sure to ask plenty of leading questions so you'll come to the right conclusions, Hajime.
You always got my back, Chiaki. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Shh. I'm gonna see if I can get my pet leveled up, so I just gotta walk like this, right?
Yeah. I think there is a proper run button that isn't like, you know, fast traveling between islands. There we go. Alright, yeah. Make sure we don't forget to clean up the poo, just in case.
We don't clean up the poo?
No, clean it up, yeah.
There we go. Alright.
Alright, yeah. We should be pretty fine.
Like, as long
We
as
just
the
need,
despair meter
like,
doesn't go
yeah.
up, right?
Yeah, yeah, as long as it don't go up one.
Everyone's just standing there looking at Michael Rock, just looking at you run past. The fuck is that?
Is
What
there
the
any more
hell are you
poo?
doing, Hajime? I'm getting my pokey steps in.
Almost there.
Honestly, the
What the French fry titty fuck are you doing?
Honestly,
French fart titty what?
that pedometer that came with Soul Silver was pretty cool.
Everyone was all over that. People loved that thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
There it is. We got it.
And now we have to wait until it evolves, so we just have to do a few more steps. But now it won't
Do a
move, so
lap
we
around
should be
the
good,
island.
Yeah. We're so close.
I know I said it's time, but we have to wait for Hajime.
School comes later, Pokemon comes first.
After all, Nagito tried to become the protagonist, and look what happened to him.
Listen, we gotta be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is our real test. Talk about the killer. To train them is our cause.
Oh fuck, we have her.
Oh dang! I think we got the thing.
So what happens now?
We should have a skill, I guess. I don't think we have to do the next growth, but I don't know. I think we're good.
You want to look that up for me just in case?
Yes,
Yeah.
Google. El Goog.
Jump to virtual pet. All right, pets wiki. Let's see. All right.
Oh, it looks like you can actually purchase a few.
Yeah, we might have just got.
Well, what is it?
I'm looking it up. Fandom isn't being too cooperative right now. It keeps throwing ads in my face.
That's why you get an ad blocker.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, get an ad blocker, bro. Moonsault.
Okay, so you do have to get to the final stage and walk another 2,000
Oh,
steps, so
fuck
we have to
me.
lap around the island, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But wait, it looks like you can purchase some skills now.
I can do that before the trial.
Wait, no, successfully raising... Wait, does it mean raises and getting the former raises and, like, doing the thing? Alright,
not
should
sure
be
you-
menacing focus. That should be the skill we're looking for.
Menacing focus. Nope.
Nope. Alright.
Ah, well. We tried.
I'm actually you've not been able. You don't seem to have been able to purchase skills right before the trial before.
No, I did it before. I did it last time.
Oh.
I figured out how last time.
Damn right.
Alright, so we do have to literally, like, you know, lull them up through the whole thing after
And I,
we evolve
quite
them.
frankly, don't care anymore. But thank you.
Yeah, we can just do that off stream if we want.
If we want. I mean, is it a helpful skill?
No, I actually forget what it does. But it's like, just, hold ride and like X or whatever. It's not that hard.
Okay.
It just gives you a better focus.
I think
So,
I've been
like, it
doing
slows,
fine,
it
so
slows down time more.
I probably don't need it.
Looks like everyone's here.
Well, is this it? Should there be more people?
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
So, it is gonna happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? That Makua bastard said so, didn't he? Said this is the last class trial.
Bully been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The gals making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
1 sec. I saw that. Alright. Thanks, Steph.
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we'd really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even have to pull out all the stops.
The thing about that, Soda, you're not the protagonist.
Honestly, Soda, you've been wrong about as often as Owie.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I think not. That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that, was Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Stop trying to jinx us.
Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized after losing my powers, realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself, so I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
May she read a self-help book?
Wait.
But her eyes, She looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those bun eyes? Hey, make sure you turn on Maru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial.
Aw, fine.
But still,
Oh, fuck you, Soda.
Somehow,
Click.
I understand what Monami is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going. To the last class trial.
yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. I think Monami's gonna die.
You think Monomi's gonna, like, try to sacrifice herself?
Or she's just finally going to get killed.
Oh, no.
This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself, over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Good escalator.
Yo, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, is that you?
Man, we're dunking on that game hard today.
You can't release a game like that in that condition. At full price, even.
Yes, you can. Because you're Nintendo.
I mean, I was gonna say, WWE 2K20 was the exact same thing. A buggy mess released at $60.
For the exact same reason, crunching the employees to make yearly releases.
No wonder why Yuke's got fucking fed up and left midway through the development.
This Olivera ride, this will be the last time for this too, right?
I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
This is where it's like, oh yeah, I will have read the thing, but turns out I can't read it. It's like, what?
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
I mean, Akane almost did. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during trials. Yeah, you're right. Oh, sorry, Sonia, I was talking to Chiaki. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And
Yeah,
then,
that was our first mistake, trusting Nagito during that whole debacle.
And then, the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then! Now that the Chatterbox Nagito's gone, there are only 6 of you left!
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? I hope that's what actually said. I was just guessing.
Yeah, totally, my guy. It sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Right!
Did I tell you? He said this is about to end.
Now then.
All right then. Let's get this trial started.
Killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. I mean, I didn't think much about him initially, but he came across as very sociable. But his true nature, held in such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said that he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said that he would even help despair just to prove that hope would never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him.
I thought the next line was gonna be, "That's not surprising."
And I have no idea at all who did it, but... There's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this really is the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun.
Or will begin next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we want to do final theories for the final trial?
I seriously think that Nagito killed himself.
How do
And
you
tried to
think
make
that
it
went down?
He's proven he's able to handle complicated setups several times.
Mm-hmm. How do you think he, how do you think this played out, though, Peter, is what I'm wondering.
That's the thing, though. I don't really know.
Any thoughts, Lugia? I'm kind of curious what everyone's thinking about this right now.
Part of me, most of me, wants to believe that he offed himself, or there was some sort of outside force responsible for it. We wouldn't have gotten that Byakuya thing for no reason, right?
Would we have?
Within the parameters of the trial itself, the most suspicious right now is Sonia. But given that... Shit.
Man,
It's
what
gonna-
I love about
It's gonna go one of two ways for me.
Okay.
It's either Sonia or someone else. Or Nagito offed himself.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Which
it's
of-
either
yeah,
Sonia
which
or
of those-
someone else. That's a lot
Which
of
of those
people.
three
by
options
someone
seems
else,
the
I mean,
most,
I mean something else entirely.
Which do you think is the most likely?
I think the most likely is that Nagito offed himself.
How do you think that went down?
That, Let me take a look at the evidence again. He was clearly holding on to something, which was that wire right there, which explains why the blood wasn't covered in his palm. Why would that be there, though?
Yeah.
Why would it?
Well, wait a minute. If... Oh, here's an idea. The spear was probably being looped around that girder and was suspended above him till it was ready to be plunged. And some of the blood came off the wire as it went up and around, I think. Maybe.
That'd be likely. That would explain why it's a perfect straight pattern.
Yeah.
I'm kind of terrified because Baron might understand this a bit too well. But Baron, what do you think happened and how do you think it went down? I'm really curious.
I've got... Those fire grenades seem really suspicious. It seems like they were worthless, but so much attention was paid to them.
We don't even have evidence of them.
And we found that poison in the fridge, indicating that if the poison was in a gaseous state, it would be very effective. Wasn't there a source of heat at the scene of the crime? That big-ass
Sure
fire?
was.
Wait, fire is hot?
So what do you think happened?
Maybe. Given how Nagito is so good at fucking with everything, it wouldn't surprise me if he might have, I don't know, emptied out some of the fire grenade stuff and put the poison in it.
That might be why his mouth is covered with tape, so that he wouldn't breathe the gas. Maybe that was
His
intentional.
nose is still exposed.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
I'd assume he'd have to be breathing somehow.
It's just around his mouth from what they said.
Okay, never mind then.
Now, you might think, why would Nagito gag himself? Because he knows he would still cry out in pain, but he doesn't want to be discovered too soon.
So, I guess the bigger question is, like, who is the killer? And you're like, hypothetical.
I really think it's Nagito who did it.
So you think this is like what's her name? An ogre situation?
Stalker, you think it's like,
Stalker
this is a suicide attempt?
Probably.
I don't think this is as noble as Sakura, of course. I think he wants everyone else to die, so he's making this so difficult for them. I don't
So you
quite
think
know.
this is a way to confuse who the actual killer is?
Or the
Yes,
traitor.
I think so.
This might be another way to bring the traitor out.
He did say on his a lot that he was gonna do that. So.
I really want to, like, push further just to hear more thoughts, but I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to, like, you know.
Let's not. They might start getting too smart on us.
This is so good, though.
So I'm wondering if Nagito may not have had complete faith in the poison, and that's why the spear was also used. Unless he also thinks that another layer of this could cause confusion. And that
So
would
you
somehow
think-
help his plan.
So you think the killer would be Nagito, then?
Yes. Honestly, Akane is not smart enough to come up with this.
Yeah.
Even though he is a gangster, I don't think Fuyuhiko would go this far.
Yeah.
I feel like you would just stab a guy and then leave it like that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the torturing type.
I do want to throw... Alright, go ahead.
Sonia is a bit of a freak. I don't see her... I could see her pulling this off, maybe. But... I don't know.
I guess... Big question is, like, what do you think actually killed him?
I think it was either the spear or the poison.
Yeah.
Which do you think it was?
Let's see. You know what? I'm actually leaning toward the poison. He probably had a vice grip on that line attached to the spear, but when the poison killed him, it would have caused him to go into rigor mortis. And during that, he would have lost the grip at some point, and then the spear came down. Why he wanted to include the spear, I'm not sure.
The Monokuma file doesn't
So-
state a specific cause of death. It might be
So
the poison.
you think... Yeah, so you think the poison killed him and they got hit by the spear.
Yeah, I think. Maybe.
So who would that make the killer?
Himself.
However...
Would it?
Oh.
No more!
Oh, Nagito, you brilliant bastard.
I
Giving
don't
him
want
too
to
much.
push far, but it's like, I feel like that was fair. I feel like that
Okay,
was fair.
I feel like I'm the only one out of the loop because I have no idea what conclusion you came to. And you know what? I want to leave it like that. Do not go any further.
This is why I love the fuck out of this trial.
Yeah, Nagito really did, 3, like, 3D chess move here.
I don't want to know. Shut up.
I love that reaction. That was great.
Yeah.
Peter, do you see it?
If you know, don't say it.
I just yes or no. Do you see it?
Barrett's got a point.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take that
I
as a
don't
no, you
know.
don't.
This is
You're just
just-
agreeing with him to fuck with me.
This is just
No, I
hypothesis.
legitimately agree.
Yeah, he could be wrong.
Yes.
This could all be wrong. Or is it?
I told you already, it was the butler in the dining room that became sick.
The biggest kick to the nuts would be if it turns out to be Akane, and that she's been playing everyone for fools.
Yeah, she actually turned into a werewolf and just mauled.
Oh man. Man, this trial is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But that's it for next time. But Bowie. I don't know.
Next time, people will see why we are laughing.
I will see why you're laughing.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun reaction too. I hope like you notify us the second you realize what the deal is.
I'll have to see. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
Oh man, because I feel like once you get it, you're gonna be like, oh that. Oh shit.
But anyways, next time on Danganronpa Z.
Captain America fights Batman to the death.
Danganronpa, Fate of Two Worlds.
Yeah.
The Danganronpa 2 is real.
Oh
Can't remember
no!
what year.
No, the video's playing. Oh, close the stream. Close the stream.
My cursor. Okay, I was about to end the stream right there, but my cursor was stuck in the game. I hate when that happens. Okay.
We killed the ending gag.
I'm sorry. Okay, blame the game. Blame how the game works on Steam.
Oh man.
Okay, now how are we gonna end this?
Oh no, the video's playing again.